Hello, 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 everybody. Good afternoon. So, I am here. I am going to work on a bridal illustration. If you do not know who I am Kathy Grillo of Kathy Grillo Designs, and this is where you can find me. And I appreciate the follows, and I appreciate the likes, and I appreciate the hearts. Alright, so the other big news is Art Block on Saturday. Don't forget tomorrow that we have our Little Deb's Creative Crew Saturday Art Block. You can find Little Deb's Creative Crew on Facebook and Periscope. You could give us a follow. We'll introduce you to a bunch of new artists. And on Saturday, every Saturday, if you do hashtag Art Block, you'll see it from 7 a.m. in the morning till 7 at night. An awesome group of artists and a lot of talent. So, feel free to check us out on Saturday. And we'd love to get to know you. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. So today, I am finishing up a bridal illustration that I've been working on. Let me just open it up. Oh, I just mailed those this morning. Those guys just got mailed this morning. Okay. If anybody has any questions or comments, please feel free to type them. My camera is not turning the way I want it to go, so I have you propped up here, but I will peek around and see them. Okay. So this is Cindee. I'm working on a bridal fashion illustration for her. I have a bunch of layers going on. The layers will be gone when it's done. So it'll be more like this. And then when I print it out, all this will get painted with acrylic paints and glitter and texturized. So my drawing is just a sketch for me to work with. So right now I'm working on the colors of her dress. And let's see. I was liking the colors that picked up in here. So there Cindee is, a different pose, but it's still kind of the skirt the same way, so I could get some of the colors out of it. And that's basically what I've been doing. Hi, how are you, Paige? What's up? What's up? I'm just trying to get my paint on today. It's been a little bit of a crazy, let's face it, it's been kind of a crazy week for me this week. So I'm putting in some color, because if anybody has ever painted white and really looked at white, white's not white, folks. White will reflect whatever is around it. So, add a little color in here that's going to get blended in. What are you up to today, Paige? Anything fun or creative, exciting? I'm almost exhausted already, and it's the beginning of the day. Did you get it to work with the email? Woo woo! You're now the tech guru. That's so exciting, because you know what? Okay, that's awesome. Awesome sauce, awesome sauce. I'm sure that's why my phone was beeping. She's probably sending me messages telling me all about it. That's great, because I just got the account. Yeah, I just got the account login info like the beginning of the week, and I had absolutely no problem logging in. So I don't know if it has to do with so many people logging in or whatever it was, but all of a sudden it started asking for that other information, and I had no idea where that came from. So, because I didn't have to do it earlier. Okay, awesome, great. You're the girl. You're the girl. Because see, I don't have that problem, because I actually I actually have 3 devices. I'm so spoiled. I am so spoiled. So, I have this tablet that I'm scoping on right now. Hi, guys. And then I have my phone. So, my tablet has my Kathy Grillo art account on it. My phone has my Rilo1 account on it because this is mobile and I can do it when I'm out and about on the boat and everything. So then when this stuff came up with Little Dev's group and she's been asking me to do some stuff and I was preparing for that, I stole my husband's tablet and logged all that information on that tablet. So it's just logged in there. I don't ever have to log in and out. So I just kind of, you know, I don't have to worry about that so much. But I know not everybody's that lucky to be able to do that. Hi, thanks. Thanks for stopping by, and I appreciated the hearts. If you don't follow me, follow already. I follow everybody who follows me. So I'm just kind of putting in some of these colors. My program's acting really slow today. It's probably because it's warm. I'm having some frustrating issues. It's making me crazy. Like I need anything else to be crazy, right? I'm an artist. We're already freaking half nuts. I don't need anything else making me crazy. Just saying. Alright? So I'm just throwing down some white in here now. And it's all going to get like whitewashed together to make the underskirting of this dress. And then I'm going to do a tulle layer on top. So, let me get my blender. And I'm just going to kind of blend this in. And I'll lighten it up later. So I know this isn't really exciting stuff here today. I'm in the middle of finishing a bunch of things. I just went to the mail, post office and mailed some things this morning, so that was fun. I always like getting them off in the mail. Makes me happy to I'm always a little nervous until they're out of my hands. So, you know, it's in the mail now. Alright. Actually, I think I want to turn my drawing off right this second because I kind of want to get these folds. I'm just playing with adding some water and getting some shadows into this dress. And this is my son's best friend's wife, his new wife, Cindee. They just got married a few weeks ago. And this will get printed out on a artist's quality card stock. So it's a little, like a fancy cardboard, because I don't want it to be floppy. And then it's going to be mailed to her. I'll paint on top of it. So everything will be embellished, and I'll add some pretty glitter, and I'll mail it off to her, and hopefully she'll love it. Makes a nice little gift. And I like doing the fashion things. They're fun for me. So I'm just making splotchy colors, so you'll see these colors kind of peeking through my tulle layer of the dress, which is going to be on top of this. And the tulle layer will be not as opaque. You'll be able to sort of see through it, which will enable, and I can adjust that, so that's going to enable the effect of tooling. So this is kind of right now like the controlled watercolor part of it. I'm just kind of adding these colors with some water. and white. So this doesn't have to be super picky on this because it's a big fluffy dress. You see I'm just kind of imitating some of the colors that are in the dress here. Thanks, that's cool. I do that too when I'm about and I'm moving around my house. I'll be like, oh, I have to clean the bathroom, but I'm going to listen to somebody scope and see what's going on. I do that all the time. So basically this is I'm just creating the undercolor that's going to go under the tulle layer. I might do 2 tulle layers. I'm not even sure. I might build it up a whole lot. I'll have to see how it goes. Alright. So. Hi, how are you? Alright, so that was one layer. I want to add another layer here. It's going to go on top. I really just want, I'm going to erase a little bit of this. Just lighten it up just a little bit. Alright. How are you today? What's going on? Alright, so this is just basically colors for my tulle to go on top of. I know, kids, right? That's why I didn't do any art for like 20 years, because I had kids. So I totally understand. Go do what you gotta do. You're part of the group. You'll see it posted 20 million times anyway. So no worries. No worries. Alright. So now I'm going to go up to this layer. And I'm trying to see what other layers I have on here. I lost track. I should have named them. Alright, so that's the skin. I don't know if there's anything on this. Oh, her eyes. What's this one? Alright, so that's the top of the dress. Her hair. And the drawing. Okay. I lost track of where I was. That happens. See, I have all these layers, and usually I name them, and I'll put like skin here, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't do that because when I first did this, I was on the art block. And when you're doing like a demo and you only have an hour, sometimes, you don't always want to take the time to do all the stuff you're supposed to do that is boring. Just saying. So now I'm going to build this white tulle layer on top of my colors. The first tulle layer. I think I'm going to do 2 because I actually see like a layer underneath her layers here. So what I kind of want to create is, see how you can see some of these layers underneath the final layer because it's real tulle. So I'm going to create like, I'm trying to make it look like there's a couple layers under there. Give it the effect of that. Alright, so, and then I will blend this white and then adjust the opacity of it So I will see only how much of it that I want to see. Little trick that I can do digitally. All right. All right. And now I'm going to hit this with water. And then just brighten up a couple of lines I want to be highlighted. Let's see. And I'm just kind of winging some of this. I'm like by no means a professional. I have it all down. But that's half of what doing art is. You need to experiment and play around a little bit. Alright, so now these oils are soaking in. Why is it doing that? I have to erase, guys. It didn't switch for me. Undo, undo. Hi, thanks for coming. I'm just working on this little portrait. Right now I'm waiting for my oil to soak in and then undo it. The fun of art. It's running very slow today. A little muggy. When my husband gets home, he's my tech guy, so I'll have him check it out. Alright. Alright, I want to erase some of this. That wasn't supposed to be there. It's supposed to be water. Alright, let me get up here and get my water. There we go. So I'm just going to soften this up. Tool is very soft and I mean there's some sharp lines, but most of it's just a nice softness to it. So I just want to soften up this a little bit. And I'll take the lines off here in a minute because I'm not going to have the lines when I'm done. So I need to be able to see how it's going to look without it. I want it to read the right way. I'm going to have to put some on this layer, maybe a few crease layers on here. Okay. You see how when you add the water, it just softens it? And makes the lines not so harsh. Which makes it look a little more tooly. I made that word up. join my scopes. You will have a whole new vocabulary. I have my own dictionary. So, tooly. It's more tooly now. Feel free to use it. Alright. So this is just the second layer of tulle. I have the colors underneath. Oh, nice. So now I want to adjust this opacity a little bit and play with it. I want to see how I can build up the layers of this dress. So that's almost like nothing. I want a little more. I want a little more white, but I think I want some more of the color to show through. So now I need to erase a little bit. So I'm going to use my eraser to draw in, erase some of the white and help develop some of these creases. And so it's just playing around with it a little bit. There is no totally this is how it's going to go. Thanks for the hearts. If you have any questions, please ask. So I'm just going to soften up the lines again. Because I want some of the colors to come through. But I want it to be a nice soft effect. And to imitate the tulle that I have going on in her dress up here. So I'll probably put one more layer of tulle on here. I have this probably at a half opacity. Okay. So what I did is I dialed it down so you will see some of the colors through it, and it'll be covered up by some of the white that I put on top. So you see I could bring it and I could dial it all the way down and you'll see right through it and you will hardly see the white. Or I can bring it up and all you see is the white. And the job is to get somewhere in between. So let me bring up my drawing. I want to get a little bit of grayish on here for the creases. So, a little gray, a little gray. Bring it down in here. And then it's under here. Alright. So I'm just thinking about how the folds in the dress kind of go. And what would be on top and what would be under. And I will blend those in again. With the water. But I want them to be there. I don't want them to be super soft. I want to turn this off. Alright. So I'm just gently adding these in, and this is going to give a sense of the creases on my tool. So I'm just playing around with this to get the look I want. And there's going to be another layer on top of this. So some of this will get blended in with the layer that goes on top of it. Alright. And I'm just going to crisp it up a little bit in a few spots. To get a little more of the line I was looking for. Alright. And then we play with the opacity again. This is full color. And I'm going to start fading it out slowly to give it the tooly kind of look I wanted for my under tool. Alright. I think I just wanted... I don't know if I could get it with this fade out. Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to have to add another layer. Alright, so now we have another layer. Hi, thanks for coming by. I'm just kind of playing around with this tool. I'm going to get a nice little crisp edge for the line that's on the bottom. He doesn't have to go till 3. So now we start creating the folds for this under layer of tulle.
Who is that, Mom?
This is Cindee. No, I'm going to give it to her because it's a wedding gift.
You don't like to?
No. Grooms aren't as pretty as brides.
Kind of plain, too. A dude with short hair.
So this is a family friend, and so that's why she's going to be getting this as a gift. We were just at their wedding. She is my son's one of my son's best friend's wives. His new wife. Alright. So this will start defining a little bit of the creases, and it's just a layering process. And I'm going to give a couple want to give a couple nice lines in here. Even though I'll probably paint over some of this after I print it out. I still like my digital painting to stand on its own. You know, I kind of like it to stand on its own. So, even without the embellishments, I like it to look nice. So I'm just adding some soft lines in here. Not too worried about where I go down in this area, because this area is going to be a bouquet. And you see how I'm creating this crease, and then that's a decrease. It gets folded in. And you could, by where you put the highlight and the shadows, you can start determining the dress flow. And when you're doing an illustration, I find like the movement, the flow of the dress and the movement is really important. I think it adds a lot of interest. Okay, it's catching up here a little bit. So I'm using a real oil painting. I used to do acrylics with a blender, and then I had more lines when I did acrylics. And I've been really starting the last couple of illustrations just painting them, almost like mini portraits, but not. And I like this oil setting. So the only problem is that sometimes the oil paints take a while to blend in together because it acts like real oil paint. And so then I tend to get into this little glitchiness that's happening a little bit right now, where my computer actually has to catch up with what I have already painted. And that's not so fun. Alright, come on. Okay, there we go. I've already restarted it once today. I really want to do it again. But I will. I gotta save it in a minute so it doesn't mess up. Because usually a lot of times it's only complaint about Corel Painter. It is a hog. And so if it starts messing up, you do not really want it to crash on you. Alright. Oh, so, okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. I don't know how, why did it go back to that? Alright. Come here. It's really doing weird stuff today. There we go. Alright, there we go. It finally caught up. Finally said, oh, I get what you're doing. I'm going to erase this a little bit here. A little more of a crisp line. I just want it to be a little crisper than what it was. Okay. Now one more layer should do it. One more layer of tool work, and I'm going to need my drawing back because I'm going to do all the extending light tool that kind of goes over this dress part. So we'll start out in full color, and I'm going to do it nice and crisp. Just kind of doing a and this will also be the same layer for the veil. I will be covering up almost all the color that's underneath. Not all, yeah, almost all of it. And the idea is to kind of have it be transparent. So you see some of the color. It makes it look like it's a layer. My brush is just not cooperating very well right now. It's making me angry. Alright. Let's... Oh, loggy computer program. Why? Why? I want to save it really quick so I don't lose what I did. It's being a pain in my butt. Oop, who's here? Oh, Devin. Devin snuck in here. I'm having issues. I'm having technical difficulties today. Alright. I'm going to restart my program. Sometimes it does that. I know. I have my camera won't tilt. And so I have like this jar holding my camera up because it won't sit the way it's supposed to sit. I'm having all sorts of issues today. It's probably just giving me practice for all the issues I'll have in art block tomorrow. You know. You know. It's always something. I'll practice more tonight. I'll have my husband check the computer. He probably was running something, and there's probably, I don't know, it's probably doing something weird that I don't even know it's doing. I just know how to use it. I don't know what he does when he sets all that stuff up. Okay. Want to clean this up a little bit. And I'm just using my drawing as a guideline here. Just kind of a little bit. That's alright. But yeah, I'm like, okay, thanks. Thanks, Curl Painter, you wonderful program you with all your super powered technology. Thanks for jacking up my computer today. And my husband's always messing with this computer, like running programs, like clean things, and I'm just like, ugh, you're just gonna really screw me up. So my dream is to have one of my kids move out eventually. Shh, they're here. One of my kids move out eventually, and I can hijack their room, and I can put all my art on the walls of all my friends, and the ones that I've done that I've really liked, and put them all over the walls, like a crazy art walls. have a desk with maybe 1 or 2 computers and an easel in the corner, and I can do some more traditional stuff because I'll have room. That's going to be one day. That's my 10-year plan. The 10-year plan is getting my own space in this house. If I have to remodel my garage, then so be it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If I have to remodel my garage, so be it. See, it's still acting weird. I can't, this is really getting frustrating. And I really don't want to take the time. I probably have to restart my whole computer or something stupid. Oh. Alright. See, what happens is the program is so cool and replicates like how oil paints will blend together and everything like so good that it takes time, even when I'm not drawing, to blend them together. And so then what happens is, even though I'm not painting, that program is still like working on stuff, and it's just frustrating sometimes when it wants to be when it wants to be not friendly. Well, I usually can work around it because I'm more stubborn and have more patience. That's all. Hi guys, welcome. If you have any questions, if you're new here, feel free to ask. If you've been here before, you kind of know what I do and how we just talk about anything. So feel free to chat, tell me what it's like, what you're working on, or ask any questions. Thank you. This drawing part will not be on it. I'll explain again in a minute. As soon as I can do it now. It's going to look like more like this. So the drawing lines won't be there. It'll be just a standalone painting illustration. And then after I print it out, I will take acrylic paint and texture her top and add glitter and probably some texture lines into her dress. So right now I'm just building up another layer of tulle that I will then control the opacity on. So see, I'm making this one almost fairly all white, because then I'll come over here and I will take my opacity and I'll start lowering it to where you'll be able to see it underneath. And then there'll probably be one more layer for just the hem edge on the bottom. So her tulle dress that has like 20 layers in real life, in my drawing is going to have probably 5 layers. So that's where we're headed. Just to make it look like a big, fluffy tulle dress, which is what it is. And this is the same process I will do for her veil in a minute. but the veil will probably only have 2 layers. One for the sheerness of the tulle and one for the hemming. So I'm just sort of covering up. It looks like I'm covering up all the lines. In a way I am, because this is going to be a transparent, more of a see-through layer when I'm done. And I want you to see some of the white with just a little bit. I want it to look like it's tulle. So I want you to be able to see what's underneath it, but also be able to see that there's like a whole layer of something on top of it. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. Appreciate it. So if anybody has any questions about digital art or what my weather's like, anything really, feel free to ask. Alright, so I'm bringing this up behind here. That's one thing I love about my layers, is that I can kind of go behind there without worrying about being so precise. I don't have to worry about messing up. Okay, so I'm going to put my drawing back on. And I want some slight, just a very slight grayish color to give me a little bit of creases for the top layer. So I'm going to throw some of this in on my spots that I have marked. All right. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you. I much appreciate them. I appreciate everybody taking a little bit of time to hang out with me, because I love having company here. Otherwise, I'm just sitting here talking to myself. And trust me, if nobody was here, I would. I would be talking to myself. Thank you. If you follow me, I follow all my followers. I do this like 3 times a week. I don't know if you've been here before. And then tomorrow's the big day. If you like art, tomorrow, okay, good, awesome. Tomorrow I'm on the art block from 11 to 12. Thank you. And if you do hashtag art block on Periscope tomorrow, from 7 in the morning Eastern Standard Time till midnight, we're going to have different artists following one after the other all day long, doing a lot of different types of art, and we have some amazing artists. So tomorrow, if you have some time, check us out, or when you have time, look in search and you can watch the replays. Art block's a big deal. It's lots of fun. If you like seeing different art and maybe seeing some artists that you don't know about yet, it's a place to go. And if you follow one of us, well, you just have to watch it on Periscope. It's right here on Periscope tomorrow. It's like a TV station. So tomorrow on Periscope, you go into the search, or, yeah, you go into the search and just say search hashtag art block, or type in art block in the search, and you'll see our artist. Or, like, since you've already followed me, I will probably share a lot of them, or you'll see my replay, and it'll show you who to go to next. You know, we do it all day long. On Saturday, every Saturday. So Saturday is the day for creativeness art here on Periscope. And we have henna artists, we have tattoo artists, acrylics, oils, abstract, realist, cartoonist, fan arts, graffiti art, spray paint. I mean, it's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy day. So if you like the arts at all, it's the day for you. Yes. And we feature them all on Saturday. So, alright. So I'm going to come in here with slightly dark, super small I want to make this smaller. Not my paper smaller, the brush smaller. Silly. Alright. Where's my brush? Dial it down, dial it down. I want to add some really light lines in. I don't like using a whole lot of lines when I do these, but sometimes you need to do a little bit of line work. Alright. I can kind of see where I need to go. Just need that little sharper crispness here. Okay. I'm doing these very lightly, and I'll probably blend some of these in too. I want it to be dark, a little dark under the dress to ground it. A little bit of shadow. So I'm sorry if I can't see the comments right now because I'm really trying to get close to my monitor here so I could not mess up these lines. Especially with my crappy jerky pen. Okay. Come on. Oh, it's just giving me a fit. It's making me nuts. Oh, making me crazy. Do, 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 do. See, I want it to do what I want it to do. Okay. There we go. So, like, these little wispy lines are perfect. Alright. So I want to just touch them really lightly with some water. Just really light. Soften some of them up just a touch. Let's fade it out. What? it in the dryer. It's only 2 o'clock. It's alright. Just put what you need in the dryer. It'll dry fast. Alright. So I'm thinking one more layer to give me like the creases of it. Because I'm kind of getting the look I want now. I might have to be. Hi. I'm just adjusting some of the levels to get the look I'm going for. Alright. Let me step back for a minute. Alright. So I'm developing this tooly look. So I kind of want to be able to see the layers underneath, but maybe not like super dark. Let me show you the dress. So see, I have all these tooly layers. So I think I need one more layer that's for the edges. And that should work. Alright. Because we could always go back and adjust it. So we are going to go for it. Let me get white. Alright, so on the very edge of the tooling, there is, see, I don't like it already. Very edge of the tooling, there is the, like the hem, which was always darker because it's folded up tulle. So I'm trying to get a little bit of that and then some of these highlights in to emphasize the edge of her dress. And this is where I'm going to get the crease highlights on this level. I just want to erase that to be nice. So I'm not pressing very hard. Oh, Coco, do you have to go out? That's my puppy. I'm potty training a puppy, y'all. So right above my shadow lines, I'm going to put the highlight lines. Nope, this is Corel Painter. This is Corel Painter 2016. And this is a painting fashion illustration I have been working on of my son's friend's new wife. And so I'm just kind of painting here to create the final tulle layer for her dress. And I'm going to go back and do the same thing for her veil. Yes, it's a very cool program when it's working right. It's been a little jerky for me today. Okay, so I'm bringing... You can see how when I bring the light highlights right on top, I can create a crease of in the material. And this is where I'm going to get the form of this tulle dress. And then I'm layering a double layer of the hemming so you could see that there's another layer underneath. I have a Intuos Pro, Wacom Intuos Pro tablet. Somebody knows their digital art. What do? Do you do digital art? I love it. Alright. Tooling is very soft, so I'm not really pressing hard, and that's one thing I love about the pressure sensitive pen is I can come in and just kind of gently brush in the little bit of highlight I want on this layer and make it very soft looking, because this is supposed to look real just fluffy and soft, you know. It's a big layer of tulle. And then I'll come back, and when I print it out, I will paint on top of my printout. And embellish it with glitter and acrylic paint. So I'm just doing a nice highlight here of the hem on the tulle. Create some of these folds and the little swishiness of it. Hi! Ooh, Siberia. It always sounds so cold when you say Siberia, but I know it's probably not that cold. It's summertime. But welcome. Glad to have you here. Okay. So I'm doing some boring detail work, which takes time and isn't always so interesting. Because I'm nitpicking at everything. I can't read Russian. I wish I could. I hope you're saying something nice. Alright, so nice crisp line I want here. And I want one to come in under here too. If I missed your comments, I will see them because I watch all my almost all my periscopes. So please don't refrain from commenting just because you don't think I'm going to see them. I'll see it eventually. And that's really why I do most of this, is to see what people say. Hope people enjoy it. Maybe learn something. Maybe go out and try to create something on their own. My program's acting a little wonky and it's making me crazy. I'm trying to plow through it here. I'm going to save it again in a minute. I just have a lot going on. So in Corel Painter, the mediums really react a lot like they should in real life. But that all takes computer memory. So even when I am done with the drawing and my pen is up, the paints are still working to blend together to create the effect. And sometimes that creates a little bit of a lag in this program, which is one of the biggest complaints about Corel Painter. It's a big memory hog. It is. But if you love art and you want to do it, you know, oh, I must suffer for my art with this computer program. Woe is me, right? That's that's how I feel. I feel I'm lucky enough to be able to use this, so we'll play around with it and just kind of wait. But tool looks so simple because it doesn't have a lot of doodads. Are you? Well, follow me and then I'll follow you. You need to get on Periscope and show me some of your art. That would be awesome. Alright. Come on, computer. Catch up with what I'm working on here. So I'm not happy with all my lines right now because my computer is being a douchebag. And I'm waiting for it to settle down so I can do this last line on the outside here. And then there's a couple I want to go whitewash a little bit. Alright. A soft line. What program do you use? What equipment do you have? I would love to know. I'm always looking for other digital artists because I'm teaching myself how to do this. Yep, I'm teaching myself. So any help is always nice. Like anybody I could watch and learn from. Photoshop and Illustrator. Okay, do you do real paintings or do you tend to lean towards more graphic or cartoon or, you know, that kind of style? This Corel Planer is just it's not playing nice with me today. I usually do not have this much of a problem. I'm going to be on that art block tomorrow. My husband's going to have to, I don't know, he must have hit a setting in here and he's making me nuts. Alright. There we go. Okay. Alright, that's what I wanted. Yay! There's a couple little lines I just want to tap with this water blender. Let me turn off the lines. These lines aren't going to be here when I'm done. Those lines are my guides. So I'm just kind of... I want to get that little, like, shimmery softness in here. Okay. I don't think I need to... She was kind of turned that way. She's going to have a veil around her, so it won't look so bad. I'll show you the picture I have in a minute. Alright. So let's make it just a little sheer here. Alright, so this is the layer that's out. Alright. So let me see if I can find Cindee's picture. Cindee reference. Where is the picture that I kind of mostly took it from? Alright. This is the picture I took her face from. Oh. So, this is the picture of her face. That's where I took her face from. Except I tilted it the right way. So this is Cindee. I just tilted it to use the pose I was using for her dress. Because I wanted to get the nice round skirt. And I wanted to get enough of her top to embellish it and show it off. I did not have any professional photos or anything to go from, so I basically created my own pose from a series of photos. Alright, so I just want to add a slight shadow line under here. So yeah, I have like I had like 6 or 7 of my own photos and a couple photos that she posted on Facebook because she does not know I'm doing this for her. And I made my own pose because she has not posted any of her like nice and super clear and always pose neat professional photographer pictures. I've not seen any of those yet. But she's a friend of the family, and so she's just going to get gifted with this when I'm done with it. Okay. So I'm just creating a little bit of, I'm just grounding her a little here. Blend it back in. So I'm not adding any more paint. I'm just tapping out. It's like adding water to my paint that's already on there. And I'm just kind of tapping it out. Let's just sharpen up the bottom of the dress a little bit. If I don't particularly like this part, I will redo it. Worried about it. But it does need a little crispness. Alright. And this is what you get if you got a bridal or any sort of fashion thing for me. I will nitpick at it like this because I really do care what it looks like. We have a lot of weddings going on around here, so I guess I'll be doing these for a little while. Huh?
The face looks old eventually.
She had makeup on. It's not a portrait. It's an illustration. That's my son. It's his friend's wife. I'm not done yet. I swear, family's the worst critics. I love them. Alright, I don't like how dark that is. I'm going to end up erasing the whole thing. I don't know why it came out so dark over here. See, I could erase it. It'd come right off. I'll just... So then I could come back and do a nice white with my eraser here. And clean it up. Undo. Oh my goodness, looks like it's gonna rain. And I hope... My one son was out on the boat, so I hope he is headed back. That would not do. Would not do at all. Alright. So I just wanted this to be a little whiter on the very bottom. So that's the fun details. I'm just kind of messing around with it. I want to back it up in a minute. Alright. Well, I had a nice quiet house, and now everybody's coming home. So I'm probably going to go and mess with these details, but that's basically how you do I do the tooling and the veil. The veil will be the same way. So her veil up here will get the same effect around her. And let's step back for a minute. Let's scale it down. Oh, that scaled it in. I don't want to be in. No. Okay. Well, thanks. Anytime. Thanks for watching. I'd be here longer because I love having everybody with me. This blank spot here is going to be where the bouquet is. That's why I didn't really worry about it too much. You see that? I'm going to be painting flowers pretty much in there. But, yeah, I'm just working on this illustration, and I'm probably nitpicking at it a little more because it is a gift for, somebody I care about. But that's how I have the tool work going. Thank you. And then if you're part of our group, or if you follow me on any of these social medias, you'll see it when it's done, especially if you do Facebook or my Instagram, because I post everything there, everything. And please don't forget, tomorrow on the art block, I'll be here from 11 to 12. I can give you a sneak peek. Since you're here and you're the only one here, you'll get the sneak peek special. I'll give you a sneak peek of what I have prepared for tomorrow. Yes. Okay, so I just mailed these dogs today. These guys just got mailed this morning. That's old. This is what I'm working on for tomorrow. Oh, right here. That's all the line work that's done. And tomorrow I will be doing the background and painting my graphic design that I just did earlier today. So that's what I'm going to be doing on the art block tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. So I need to save this before I lose what I did, because it'll probably happen. And this is my scopes. It's just like if you were hanging here. So if I screw up, you see it. If I get frustrated, you'll see it. I don't go by a script to do anything special. It's just me. You just get me. That's it. Me on half a cup of coffee. I need more coffee and something to eat, I think. But now it's 2 o'clock. My day has been going so slow. Alright, so that got saved. Yeah, I'm just me. And I'm old enough, honestly, I'm old enough that it's like, you like me. If you don't, oh well, whatever, it is what it is. I'm doing this for myself, and if you want to come along, I'd love to have you. Anyway, so tomorrow, you do the hashtag art block on Periscope all day. I think we have a great lineup tomorrow from like 7 in the morning to like midnight. And the more you're on and the more you say hi to people, the more I'll get to know you. And tomorrow I'm on from 11 to 12, 11 to noon, Eastern Standard Time. So I hope to see you there. That's what I'll be working on. Have a good day, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye!